Hey everyone and welcome. Hope you're all well. The channel is nearly at 20,000 subs, so thank you one and all. Firstly, I'd like to say I was listening to JHB, Julie Hartley Brewer, talk radio show, saying people are using online shopping more and more. I think this trend is damaging and I'll tell you why. Our shops are opening up again, as we all know, and are desperate, and I mean that, desperate for our custom. So we need to stop using lazy online services, in my opinion. Buy British. Remember that ad campaign back when Britain loved itself and wasn't ashamed? Yep, great times. Most online services will not help our economy heal. It will help others' economies. Please, please, please. I'll say it again. Please buy British if you can. In this video we look at disgusting hypocrites, Burnley FC, and its statements about the White Lives Matter banner over Etihad Stadium, and the media's attempt to spin it as a hate crime. It's titled, "Police say no crime was committed when Burnley fan flew White Lives Matter banner over match at Manchester City, but club vows to root out these racists and hand lifetime bans to those involved." Firstly, Burnley, please explain why a counter-protest banner to Black Lives Matter is racist when you don't see Black Lives Matter as that. I'd really like to know your logic on that one. If Black Lives Matter is not racist, by definition, White Lives Matter can't be either, and the police agree, so why are you saying it's racist? Is it you don't think white lives do matter, maybe? Piers Morgan on GMB with Susanna Karen Reid tried to say the same to Dizzy Rascal the other day. He smashed the race baiting narrative and showed how racist the media truly are. Typical white knights, in my opinion. Racists of low expectations. Let's read this Stripe Media article. Police investigating a Burnley football fan who chartered a plane and flew a White Lives Matter banner above the Etihad Stadium say no crime was committed, as we all knew. Jake Heppel from Colne near Burnley claimed responsibility for last night's pre-match stunt and wrote on Facebook, "I love this mad lad response. I'd like to take this time to apologise to absolutely fucking nobody." The Suicide Squad, a group of far-right Burnley fans, are believed to have crowdfunded the flight and its message, White Lives Matter Burnley. No proof whatsoever of that, it's just absolute clutching at straws, in my opinion, which flew over the stadium just after the Manchester City and Burnley FC players had taken the knee in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. So you're okay to have Black Lives Matter, but when you put White Lives Matter, that automatically makes you a racist. Have you seen the hypocritical side of this, Burnley, at all? Because most of the country do, and I'm hoping Burnley FC supporters do as well. This could come back and bite you big time in the backside. Doubling down on something that isn't a crime isn't a crime. You see what I mean? There's nothing for you to double down on, you virtue signalling gits. Next. Lancashire Police today confirmed that Mr. Heppel, who was posted in support of the EDL and has been pictured with its former leader Tommy Robinson. Who cares? Has he done anything? No, because he would have been in prison, so therefore that does not matter. It's irrelevant. Had not been found to have committed a criminal offence. Chief Superintendent Russ Proctor said today's Lancashire Constabulary had been in liaison with Greater Manchester Police, the Aviation Authority and the Crown Prosecution Service regarding the White Lives Matter banner that was flown over Etihad Stadium last night. After assessing all the information available surrounding this incident, we have concluded that there are no criminal offences that have been disclosed at this time. We will continue to work with our partners at the football club and within the local authority. So no crime, no criminal offence committed. And yet, Burnley FC think it's acceptable to call that protest racist when they have Black Lives Matter and take the knee for a different protest, which is just the opposite of White Lives Matter. Now, at this point, I would like to say I have no issue whatsoever with Black Lives Matter, other than it should have been All Lives Matter. I'm an All Lives Matter person. I don't think one group has more right to life over another, and that's the impression that Black Lives Matter and White Lives Matter gives. So I'm an all Lives Matter person. In regards to the White Lives Matter protest, and that's what I think it is, it's a protest. It's in response to Black Lives Matter. It should have been All Lives Matter, and they would have probably got 99.99999% of the country to back them. This is the issue that I have as well. Despite this, Heppel's employer, an engineering company in Burnley called Paradigm Precision, see, they're giving out, they're doxing him here. Is this not doxing? Because why is the media allowed to dox but it's illegal? You understand what I mean by that? They're giving out his name, they've given out his address, they've given out the company where he got the plane from. Absolutely disgusting, this, from the media. It's more hatred baiting. Mid-edit update, everyone. This man that committed no crime has been sacked, and his girlfriend is suspended from her job as well. All cheered on by mainstream media and would announce any action soon. Earlier today, sources close to the police investigation told The Telegraph that those involved could be quizzed over a racially aggravated public order offence related to the message, rather than the flight itself. However, you see what the framing of this? Lancashire police have now said no criminal offence has been disclosed at this time, so therefore there was no crime. It came as Blackpool Airport, you see where we're going, which was used by the plane, announced it had suspended all banner towing operations with immediate effect and said it did not condone the message. It does not matter whether you condone it or not. Now, I'm sorry everyone, but this is starting to annoy me. This is one-sided, completely one-sided. If it's not meant like that, they're doing a bad job of not meaning it like that, because if that's what it feels like. Jacob Heppel posted an image of the plane on Facebook yesterday and wrote, "I'd like to take this time to apologise to absolutely fucking nobody. It's now apparently racist to say White Lives Matter the day after 3 white people got murdered in a park in Reading. But all we've seen on the TV is Black Lives Matter after George Floyd got murdered. What a mad world we live in." And I'll be honest, this actual protest has highlighted the hypocrisy, has it not? For everybody. How can you deny it now? You've got all of the media saying it was racist, but the media have all been saying Black Lives Matter is perfect and it's an honourable protest. But White Lives Matter don't matter then. Last night's stunt, it wasn't a stunt, it was a counter-protest in my opinion, led to the outrage and has been widely condemned, with Burnley captain Ben Mee saying he was virtue signalling to the highest order without any evidence whatsoever. Shamed and embarrassed. I bet you were, Ben Mee. Disgrace. Speaking after the match, which his side lost, he actually tried to say that because of that banner, that's why he played crap and they lost 5-0. Honest to God, that's exactly what he said. This absolute melt. Ben, you're a wimp. He noted that the Burnley players had heard whispers that something may have been planned, really. The company that operated the plane, Air Aids, is based in Stockport and flies from Blackpool Airport. However, it emerged this afternoon that the airport had suspended flights operated by the company pending an investigation. It's a witch hunt, this, isn't it? One of the former directors, Alan Elliott, was fined £2,000 in 2017 for flying 400 foot from Goodison Park after being paid by an Everton fan to display a sign emblazoned with "Thank you, Mr. Kenwright," in support of the club chairman. So they're even dragging the company now as well. You see where this is going? This is media-directed mob hatred, is it not? Give out the address, give out previous, so that Twitter explodes and then they can say, look, even the people are annoyed. Manipulation, people. This is media manipulation. Under the Air Navigation Order 2009, aircraft are not allowed to fly over a congested area. Yeah, let's burn them, carry on. It happens that that threshold was not crossed during last night's stunt. It wasn't a stunt, it's a protest. Stop calling it a stunt. You've got no reason to think it's a stunt. Meaning the flight itself was not a crime. A former pilot at Blackpool Airport claimed they knew the pilot at Air Aids and confirmed the firm used to be run by Alan Elliott, who died a few weeks ago. The pilot, who did not wish to be named, told Sky News that the banners are made to order and the flights cost around £700, with pilots taking around £100 per flight. He added, "We would assume whoever paid for the banner would get done for it." Air Aids was involved in a crash on July 18, 2010 when the pilot wrote off a plane. See, they're trying to burn the company as well. I don't want to burn the company, so I'm not going to read any more of the actual attack on the aircraft company. They're just doing a job. Burnley captain Ben Mee said he was shamed and embarrassed of the stunt after revealed that his players had heard whispers. Really, they heard whispers, has he? But he didn't say anything, obviously, because they carried on playing the game, but they heard whispers. Who did you hear whispers of? Just as a thought. Was it your high-class escorts, maybe? You're talking rubbish to try and back out of your comments, you coward. I am ashamed and embarrassed that a small number of our fans have decided to fly that around the stadium. It is not what we are about. But Black Lives Matter on your back is, though. See the hypocrisy? They have missed what they are trying to achieve. These people need to come into the 21st century and educate themselves. Oh, here we go, the re-education time. Shut up, you muppet. These don't represent what we are about. The club is about, the players are about, and the majority of fans are about. Right, everybody, if you think white lives matter as much as black lives, Burnley don't want you to go and watch their football anymore. That's what I'm getting from this. So if you believe that all lives matter, don't bother going to these because they've already picked one side and it's only one group. Sorry. No, I don't watch football. It's crap anyway. It's full of little girly men that cry over having the shoelace brushed. So I don't really care about it. But to be honest, I do care about the counter-protest being labelled as racist, even though there's no crime committed in a country where racism is illegal. You understand where I'm coming with that? Witch hunts from companies and football companies will never be forgotten. Just so you know. I've heard it as a small number that have arranged this, and I hope it doesn't happen again. I hope it happens every single football match now. I don't want to associate it with my club. I don't want to see this in the game. I don't want to see any politics in the game, sir. But you decided to put politics in the game, even though you refused the popper. You've been sitting around bending the knee and taking Black Lives Matter on your back, which is a political organisation which made you political. Whether you like it or not, you're already involved, just like the rest of us. Enjoy. It is not right. We totally condemn it. These people can learn and be taught that what Black Lives Matter is trying to achieve. Really, I know exactly what Black Lives Matter are trying to achieve, and it doesn't involve you, I'll tell you that much. Mr. Heppel's employer, Paradigm Precision in Burnley, said today, "We are aware of the incident that took place and are currently investigating the conduct of our employee. Once we have completed our inquiries, we will release a full statement." So this is more cancel culture, is it not? The left have gone after this guy. They're gonna crucify him. They're gonna make him lose his job. Apparently his missus has already been suspended from hers. When does this stop, everyone? I'll tell you when. When we start saying no en masse. When we start saying, no, we're not standing for this anymore, that's when this happens. Too many people are sat being quiet. We need to shout from the rooftops about this sort of stuff, or they're going to cancel everyone and everything. Blackpool Airport said the decision to fly the banner was taken entirely by the banner flying company without the knowledge of or approval of the airport or Blackpool Council. So they're trying to shut Blackpool Airport down as well, probably. Due to the nature of the activity, banners are not checked before takeoff and the content is at the operator's discretion. Following an emergency review this morning, Blackpool Airport will suspend all banner towing operations at the airport with immediate effect, and we would suggest that other airports should also consider this approach in light of what has happened at Blackpool. What exactly has happened at Blackpool? Really? A counter-protest to the protest you've allowed into the sport? Is that what this is? You don't like the counter-protest, but you do like the actual protest. This is you taking sides. I'm sorry, football's done in my opinion. If you want to do this, you want to sow division like this, you're done. What's my opinion on it? Well, Burnley FC should apologise for gross hypocrisy. They have BLM on shirts, which is a political movement. They bend the knee, which is a political signification, and the virtue signal. But as soon as a White Lives Matter, which is the exact opposite to Black Lives Matter, I don't see why this is contentious personally. That's racist. But the Black Lives Matter, oh, that's perfect. I'm sorry, but not only have you brought politics into your establishment, you've also picked a side. Have you not? Am I wrong? I'd like to hear you. If I was a Burnley fan, I'd boycott this hypocritical political football club till they are all sacked, in my opinion. If it's not a crime, cockwombles, it's not racist, you slime. If it was racist, it would be a crime. We have laws. We don't need you to make things up in regards to the media. We don't need you to make things up, okay? In regards to the media, they are desperate to force hatred of this counter-protest, which is what I believe it was. All lives matter, in my opinion. Or no life matters, for me. Colourblind, it seems, is dead, I'm afraid, everyone. We were so close, but we've allowed Labour and the left to infect everything with identity politics and intersectional politics and all of the rest of it, and this is the end game. Now, I'd like to know your opinion on this, everyone. Do you think it was racist? Do you think what should happen to Burnley? Do you think everyone should boycott it? Do you think Burnley fans will be annoyed? Because I would be if I was a white person going to Burnley and they said something like that White Lives Matter is racist but Black Lives Matter isn't. I would see that as a racial insult, would you not? But anyway, I know it's a bit of a dark one, this one, wasn't it? Let me know what you think anyway. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you on the next one.